Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Shawnee Sanders. And for those of you who are new here, this is my channel where I get to design the life I absolutely love and build the business that I absolutely love as well. Welcome to my series of weekly confessions. Last time I did a video for the series, I talked about going from having my dream job to being laid off. And the video got a lot of good traction. It got a lot of questions. It got a lot of good views. And I understand people's questions around, well, why didn't you save? Why didn't you have money saved? Or either what happened? Did your husband pick up the slack? And I want to be able to answer some of those. But also I want you guys to understand that things happen so quickly. You can save, but because of inflation, how everything costs today, money goes quicker than it used to. And that's just real. It goes quicker than it used to. And so, yes, I have a husband who's here in the home, but I was bringing in the bigger check. My check took care of everything. And so it was difficult to navigate that. It was difficult because I knew he couldn't carry the household alone. And so now I want to talk about kind of like what happens after that. And once everything kind of settled in for me that, okay, Shawnee, you're laid off. You have this severance check coming, right? You're going to get unemployment. You're going to try to do everything you can to bring in money. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to look for another job. And I thought looking for another job was going to be a simple thing to do. But as I said in the other video, it's been very difficult to find work. And so my background is tech and product. And so I've been in that field, category management, when it comes to online products and stuff like that. I work for different high-end retailers for their online brands, right? And I worked in the beer and alcohol sector. But finding a job in my field has been so difficult. And I never thought it would have been this hard, because when I looked for the job I just had, and that was probably maybe 3 years ago, right? It was easy to get. I had so many brands coming after me, so big brands trying to recruit me to be a part of their teams. But today, since I lost my job, and it's going to be almost a year that I've been looking for work, and I have not been able to find it. And I realize now that it's not just me, because when you go through something like this, when you get laid off, you put your resume out there, you're applying for jobs every day, and nothing bites, you begin to really rethink that, okay, is it me? Or is it the market, or is it me? But then I began to see people with their stories, and they're talking about how they're also in tech and product and all these different areas and technology, and not being able to find work, or just people not being able to find work, period. And so I started to feel like, okay, it's not just you, Shawnee. It's actually other people who are going through this. It's been difficult for other people. It's difficult for you now. And so but you start questioning, well, am I doing enough? Am I looking for enough? And when you're looking for jobs every day, you can get burnt out. You can get discouraged. It can become depressing, because you're like, why are nobody returning any of my emails? Why am I getting no responses from my submissions that I'm submitting? I'm submitting on the website. I'm not just using the job sites, right? Because those are like black holes sometimes. I'm using LinkedIn. I'm networking. I'm asking here. I'm asking there. And nothing really seems to be panning out. And I told you guys before that I had already started my side hustle, and my side hustle is my podcast. I started my podcast really saying to myself, oh, I'm gonna really build this podcast up and monetize it. But I wasn't at the place where I was monetized yet. So for those who think that, oh, well, you don't know how to start a business and you're this and that wasn't it. It's just I wasn't at that place where I was able to monetize, because podcasting is a numbers game, and people want to see what your numbers, your download look like before they decide to say, okay, I'll pay for advertisement. Let's sponsor something you have. And so now I'm in a position where I'm able to pitch and get some traction when it comes to partnerships and sponsoring series for my podcast and buying ads. And now I'm beginning to think about products that I can sell, digital products that I can sell, not the ones that everyone is scamming people on, because a lot of people commented that too. And I understand why people feel that way when it comes to digital products, because a lot of people are out there selling digital products just to tell you how to sell digital products. They want you to buy a course that tells you how to sell digital products, and they want you to resell that course to someone else that tells them how to do it. But they're not really selling you a digital product that you can actually use for your business. That's where I differ. I have products that people can actually use for their podcast and for their business. But at that time, I didn't have any of this developed because my check and my job was my almost like fake security, right? Because we know jobs are not real security, but that was my security blanket. I felt comfortable in that position. I felt comfortable in my role that, okay, I could see myself doing this for a while. Like, yeah, I want to be an entrepreneur. I have this entrepreneur spirit about me, and I have the podcast, and I'm loving it. I love talking to these entrepreneurs, and I'm being inspired. But also I have my job, and it's taking care of my household. It's helping me take care of financially things with this podcast that I have. It's funding my business. But now I need to start thinking about bringing money into the business. And that's the part where I didn't get an actual chance to do before I got laid off. And so here I am. I'm laid off. I'm in this job market. I'm looking for jobs. I'm getting some bites on interviews, but then I'm not getting any callbacks to say, hey, we hired you, right? And that can be so disappointing. That can be so defeating to your spirit, to your ability, your skill set. And then, when you're looking for work, then you have those people that come and say, well, maybe you're not doing enough. I don't think you're doing enough. You should just go out there and take whatever you can, right? And so for me, I feel like, okay, for me to take whatever I can, I really need to dumb my resume down. How else am I going to get like an admin job? I can't have this technology resume, this product resume, this category management type of resume and try to go apply for like admin work or some other type of work where I can bring in a good check. And so it's just been a difficult journey. It's been difficult, and the day-to-day of it is not easy. It's not easy. And for those people who was like, oh, you had to go on government assistance, I have this to say. I have been paying my taxes my entire life since I started working. I've been a contributing person to society. If it comes a time where I need help, I am not going to be too proud to get it. I am not going to be too proud to say when I need help, too proud to say when I need to help feed my family. I'm just not going to do that. And so I can be judged by that all you want to. You can judge me for that. That's fine. But I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that I'm taken care of, my family's taken care of. So people can say what they want to say, but I'm not one of those people who's on this thing and abusing it like all those people do. I have never been on any of this stuff before, but I'm not too proud to apply for it and ask for it when I need it, point blank. And so I did what I had to do, and I've been doing what I have to do. And I'm still in the process of building, of getting sponsorships, getting partnerships, and monetizing my podcast. And it's taking a little time, but it's going slow. It's going slow, but that's what podcasting is. It's a slow burn. But overall, I get up every day. I have a routine, and I try to make sure that I stay really healthy mentally, because going through something like this can really bother your mental capacity, your mental state. And you have to be strong. Going from being able to being a top earner, being able to take care of yourself, your family, being able to contribute to your household, and then not being able to do that is shell shocking. I've been someone who always worked. I've always had a job. I've never been without one. I've always had a job. I've always worked. I always took care of myself. I've always been there for the people. And so now to be in a position where I can't do that anymore for myself and contribute has been rough. Nobody can beat you up like you can. And it's hard sometimes to stay motivated. It's hard sometimes to stay positive in difficult times. But I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to get through it. I'm doing my best to push through it. Because what else do I have to do? I'm not going to stay down. I'm going to continue to fight my way up. And I invite you guys to come on this journey with me and to watch me, get myself back up. Get myself not just back to where I was, but in a much better position, a much more position where I do have money saved. I would never be caught like this again. I have learned my lesson. I would never be caught without a savings again. I'd never be caught without being more financially independent again. I will never be caught just dependent on a paycheck to take care of me. I would never be caught that way again. And every day I get up and I push forward. I do what I have to do. And I've been selling my digital products. I've been making a little money from them. It has not been a lot, but it's been coming in. And I have to be grateful for that. I've been taking little odd jobs here and there just to kind of help with money as well. It's not a lot either. It's not where I used to be, but it's something coming in. And so I don't know who will watch this video, who this video maybe will resonate with, because maybe you're dealing with the same thing. But what I can tell you is that it happens to all of us. Let's stay encouraged. Let's stay on our path. Let's keep moving forward. I'm not going to give up just because people feel like, oh, you could be doing better. You should have did better. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep moving forward. Every day I move forward. I can't just wait for the job to come to bring the money, and I have to do something now. That's what my mindset is. And so, like I said, I'm on this journey of self-discovery, of designing a life that I love. That's the journey that I'm on. And I don't know where it's going to take me. I don't even know who's going to be with me on this journey. I don't know if relationships are going to last. I don't know, because hard times like this really do test every aspect of your life. It really do. But that's okay, because like I said, I think this is doing nothing but making me stronger. It's showing me that I can go through hard things. When you go through difficult stuff, it shows you that you can go through hard things and you can survive them, no matter what they look like. No matter what people say, no matter what people feel like you should be doing or you're not doing, and what they got to their opinions and their thoughts and stuff on your life and what should be happening in your life, you can get through it, because I'm going to get through it, and we're going to get through it together. So that's my weekly confession. I just had to do that. I just had to dump that out, because I just been feeling this overwhelming sense of like, I got to get this out. Let's talk about the job search, how difficult this stuff is for people to find work at this moment, how difficult it is to just get up every day, look for work, put resumes out, and not get no responses. Go do interviews, go do multiple interviews, multiple rounds of interviews, and don't get picked in the end. People telling you, oh, well, you should have went in nursing. You should have did this. You should have went in that. That's the stuff I'm talking about. So I just wanted to go ahead and tell that story and kind of do this confession. So I'm Shani Sanders, and thank you guys for listening. Listen, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button so you'll know when I'm actually uploading new videos to the channel, which I try to do every week. And also just, come back and check out the channel and watch all the videos on the channel as I begin to show you how I design a life that I absolutely love. I will see you in the next video.